Hey, good morning, Math Be Real here. As we dive into this 2009 AP practice test, I did want to bring you a little bit of truth coffee this morning about the environment in which you surround your mind. Just like your body reflects what you feed it, especially as you get older, your mind is going to reflect what you feed it. If you're scrolling on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels all day, and you're never feeding it any good books, podcasts, information that is beneficial and of the type of learning, you're not going to grow as a person. And so that's why it's so hard when you get older, because you kind of have to reinvent yourself and you have to put yourself on a disciplined, kind of regimented program around what you're feeding yourself. So go ahead and pay particular attention to what's around you today. Right? Here's your Calc problem.
As always, make sure you stop the video to try it yourself. So if I want to find the derivative of this, I'm going to have to take the product rule. First times the derivative of the second plus the derivative of the first times the second. That's usually the biggest issue. Now if I look at the answer key, I see that our answer is going to be distributed. So I have to distribute the 2x and I just get C. For part 7, what I have to do is I have to understand the relationship between the position function, the velocity function, and the acceleration function. If I work my way down, I take the derivative. If I work my way up, I take the integral. So the fact they give me the acceleration and they want a position, I'm going to have to take the antiderivative or the integral twice. So the integral of the acceleration gives me the velocity. The issue is I get plus C. So in order to solve that issue, I have to go ahead and use the initial condition that the velocity at 0 equals 7. Okay, so after I take my initial antiderivative of the acceleration, I go ahead and I plug in 7 for v of t, and then I plug in 0 for t to solve for C. Now your unit circle skills are up to test. Looks like the cosine of 0 is 1. So I get 7 equals 2 plus C, so C equals 5. So once I go ahead and rewrite v of t, then I can take the antiderivative and then get the position function. And once again, you guessed it, I have to plug in the initial condition. The initial condition in which I have 0 for t and s of t, my position, is 0. So I'm going to go ahead and break this integral up to make it a little bit easier. Always make sure you divide by the inside function. A lot of times that gets missed. So as I work through this, I go ahead and plug in my initial condition, and I go ahead and get C equals 0. So that makes this one pretty straightforward. S of t equals the sine of 2t plus 5t. A.